Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault. And you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not
We will bring the jury.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion.
Hello.
I am the Recovery Addict, and boy, do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy
They
there.
got the wrong guy. The dog was biting him.
He roughing him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
9 out of 10 judges prefer watching the Recovery Addict live stream in their court.
The fireworks are not done.
Now we're getting commentary on the case. Dati mihi Anglican praise service.
Is that correct?
I didn't ask you to interrupt me.
literally not true.
Oh, for Trump's sake.
Good morning. Welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict. Great to have you here this wonderful Monday morning, new trial day today. We're going to be jumping over to that in just a minute, but welcome one and all. Good to have you here. Paula Mack. Paula, you're first in chat today. Congratulations. That comes with a little prestige, a little privilege, and it comes with a punishment. Everything IP related worldwide is your responsibility. Paula Mack, we are sentencing you to internet ownership for your punctuality. Thank you very much for being here. Somebody had to do it. Appreciate it. All right. Oh, wow. You have arrived. Whoop, whoop. We are here. Lois, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Counter automatically reset. It did. It's working right now. Though I need a light. I need to move my lights around a little bit to get it to work better. It just needs a little more pop, right? It just needs a teensy bit more pop. Probably a white light would be better than yellow. There we go. We'll just keep this right there for now. Nobody bump it or breathe on it. All right. Good morning. How was your weekend, everybody? Are you ready for court? Because it's gonna be a big day. I gotta say, today was a big day. We've got to do all our rap references we possibly can with this one kicking off here. So we've got a little bit of time before that happens. We also have a little bit of birthdays. One of our OGs who passed, Sharon McDonald, one of our mods, is birthday today as well. We remember her. We're also going to remember and sing to OG Purple, Purple Coconut. That's a lot of purple. Purple Coke. Is purple, and purple coconut all the same person? Well, I can tell you one thing, Purple. You figured out the birthday form. It's working. So that's nice. Let's see. We are working late tonight. Yes, we are. And for the next few weeks, we'll be working late. OG and Purple are different. But I think we don't need to sing to OG. It's me 3 times. Purple Coconut's OG says it's 3 times. Yeah. All right. We're going to sing just in case, Purple Coconut, in case there's an OG Purple Coconut out there as well, who's like, and me. We're going to sing to both of you, but only once each. And let's see. Hang on. Amy comes in and says, happy birthday to Purple Coconut OG. It's just one person. I messed up. Okay, that's it. It's just the one. All right. We'll just sing to Purple Coconut. And Sharon and Carrie and Kathy again and Francis and Shannon. All right. We're going to strike the duplicates and make this work.
You look good.
And by we, I mean all of us. By the way, Amy, thank you very much for your generous super chat first thing in the morning. Thank you. Most of us aren't even awake yet, and you're already super chatting, which is awesome. Here we go. They're trying to get triple the pancakes. That's what it is. We're going to sing to these wonderful people. So everybody, wherever you are, if you're able and it's legal, take a deep breath, shoulders back. Project your voice to the back of the room, blend your voice with your neighbor, and warm up with me if you will. La 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 la. No auto-tune, folks. This is just years of practice coming to a point here. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, OG Purple, Sharon McDonald, and Carrie. Happy birthday to you. Wasn't sure what to do here. We're going to sing to Kathy, Francis, and Shannon, verse 2. 3 on the first verse, 3 on the second. Make it all equal. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Kathy, Francis, and Shannon. Happy birthday to you. There we go. OG Purple. Sharon McDonald. Heavenly birthday. Carrie, Kathy, Francis, and Shannon, happy birthday. I realize there are many wonderful days, but today is your special day, and there are a million places you could be and a billion people you could have been with, but you chose to be right here with us. The privilege, pleasure, the joy, the honor, that's ours. Hopefully we can turn that joy right back to you. Make your day just a little bit more special, or begin by helping yourself to free pancakes at Denny's, IHOP, Village Inn, Waffle House, McDonald's, Tammy Dunlap's House, Andy's Grill, Bob Evans, and Cracker Barrel. I'm not sure why I breathed between those. I didn't need to. It sounded weird to me, too. Yes, you don't have to point it out. It won't happen again. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday. There we go. Now the dancers can do their things. The pancakes are going to be cooking, and we're getting set to go to Las Vegas. There we go. Deeper breath first. It's the breathing exercises I need to do more often. Tomoto Troy, thank you very much. A drum solo for the big finish. Help me here. Air drums, obviously. I don't expect any of you to set up a big, 5-piece set. Pearl. Zildjian cymbals. No, you don't have to have any of those. But if you do have one, you can play them for real. That would be great. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. All righty. And thank you for the 69 likes. We need more. We can't stop right there. Nina, it's good to have you here. How are you doing? Welcome, Fran, Baby Shark, Court Watcher, Denisha, Purple Coconut. Happy birthday. Tumwater Troy. Red Pens here in the house. Lori just sent a gift. Party hat. Thank you, Lori, for that. I wish I could put it on the screen. It won't let me. I can see it, though. I can see it. All right, here's what we're doing. Thank you for that additional like, or actually like a bunch of them went to 77. Dwayne Davis is a big trial. I mean, CNN, BBC, Associated Press, Law and Crime Court TV, a billion people are there. I think we were up to about 120 media outlets that are getting the feed. And where it goes from there is probably larger. So it is a crazy setup. And we're excited to be there. So what is going to be on the bingo card, and what are we going to count today during the trial? That's a great question. We're gonna portal over to the trial when it starts. We've actually got a live stream just for that one that'll cut off sort of the morning stuff that we do here, so those who are watching the trial can just on rewatch can just jump right to it. Oh man, I was in back pain this morning. My back didn't want to do back things today. The RA wasn't starting till later. We're starting the KeefeD trial in about an hour and a half. What do we count? For those that know nothing about this, and I realize there's always a group of us that knows very little about a particular trial before it begins. Let me give you a little bit of a rundown. Tupac Shakur was a rapper. And you don't have to love the music. I'm not asking you to listen to the music and love it and all that. You don't need to know that, but you need to know that in the rap culture, Specifically, or even more pronounced at his time than ever before, the music was tied into gangs. It was tied into gang affiliation and territories and alliances and allies and enemies. It was all wrapped into one, and this music brought that to life, and it put it. Well, you're going to use music in quotes because a lot of people say rap's not music, but this music was a way to verbalize and sort of both claim territory, shout out, brag about what things your group has done, your side has done, and how strong you are, as well as challenge others. It's you have to sort of hear the lyrics to understand what was going on there. But there were lots of rappers in this time and different record labels, and they were competing with each other, not just for record sales. It wasn't just like, it's like Celine Dion and Dolly Parton are duking it out for the top #1 spot. It's not like that. Yes, there was some bragging rights when your record label, hit certain milestones on the chart, but it was more the gang association that was a big deal. And so rap music would include information that the police could sort of look at as a confession, or at least a lead if they were trying to solve crimes, because people would rap about doing drive-bys or shooting somebody's block up, and or getting their block shot up, and how they're going to get revenge. It's a weird world where everything like that is put to music. But that's where we're going. And in this particular case, this is a 30-year-old case, and the only reason we are here is because the defendant talked. Now, to be fair, he talked initially back in 2008 when he was facing, I'm not sure, I think it was some drug or gang charges. And he had a deal with the police, and he talked back in 2008. And that deal was, you can't use anything I tell you against me in other crimes. And it was Mom Spaghetti. Yep, that's a Eminem reference. When your label's called Death Row Records, his label was called Death Row Records. It was. Yeah, we're gonna have to pick a side. We're gonna have to basically pick the Bloods or Crips here in just a minute. West Side, South Side. We've got some issues to sort out. Anyway, he had this deal with the police in 2008 that they couldn't use what he said against him, and allegedly he sort of owned up to being the point man, the shot caller, in this hit where Tupac Shakur was shot outside the Mike Tyson fight in Las Vegas at a stoplight, and everything just went on normal. No charges related to this case until about 3 years ago when he was arrested because he had made some comments in a book that he wrote back in, I think it was like 2019 or so, that basically confessed, and it was external to the police deal. So the police said the deal's now, you broke the deal because now you've talked about it externally to our deal, and now it's fair game. So we expect when this trial begins, I expect the prosecutor to walk in there and the first words out of their mouth when they do their opening statements are going to be the words out of the defendant's mouth, claiming or taking ownership for his role in this hit. That's what I think it's going to be. So the prosecution is in the weird position where like, believe the defendant, and the defendant's in the weird position where he's like, don't believe me, that wasn't me. So that's going to be the underlying theme we see throughout this. We're going to hear a lot about ghostwriters and books and everything else. It's going to be a lot of fun. Allegedly, Puff Daddy was supposed to pay him $1 million to take out Tupac Shakur, and he only gave him half of that. Yeah, I don't know on that side what actually happened. Thanks for the 100 likes. Just ding, just hit that. But that's it. I watched a ridiculous amount of murder rap this weekend, getting warmed up for the trial. Let's count gang rap slang. I don't know if the prosecutor's going to use it. It's going to be strange because the prosecution in the legal setting is going to be handling this professionally, and they're going to be talking about things that were discussed in the rap and the music world very differently. It's going to be fun to see how prosecution and incorporates the vernacular of rap into this trial, and if defense does the same. The filmmaker of Murder Rap will be a witness in this trial. What side are you on? Justice for Tupac, of course. Of course. that's what we want. Dwayne Keefe D, Dwayne Davis, is the only person the police say is still alive that was in the Cadillac where the bullets allegedly came from and into Tupac's car. Everyone else is no longer with us. So he's the last man standing, quite literally. And he's a bit of a character. If we get to hear from him, it's going to be quite interesting. But and we might get to hear from him in this trial if he decides to testify in his own defense. America Girl, thank you very much for the Unk Alert. Good, I'll let you pass. Thank you, Mustard Squirt. Appreciate that. Tupac had relationships with both sides. It was messy. I tell you, what I liked more about Tupac, more than his music, was his smile. Man, that guy had a genuine smile, and he just was a happy dude. He was a happy dude, and loved what he was doing, and yeah. Was I tricked about all of us changing our names for the Tupac trial? Kill a nap time. Who is this? Who is this? No, you're most welcome to change your name to be an appropriate rap. Gang, rap. We won't say gang affiliation, but rap affiliation name for the trial. That would be funny. We've done that at other trials in the past. Oh, this is Sloth. Oh, I should have known from the sloth in the middle. And the necklace that says straight out of ICU is hilarious, Sloth. I wish it weren't so true. But Sloth, that is killing it. We love it. That is beautiful. That's a work of art. Yeah, I see it now. It just took a minute. My old eyes, I have to squint. All right. Yeah, look at this. That's something else. All right. Feel free to change your name. Just know that if you do change your name, I'm not responsible if you're not able to change it back. We have had problems in the past. We did a group name change ceremony when we did our Festivus celebration to be a complaint-centered name. And Tumwater Troy says, I'm Tenacious Tumwater Troy. No D in there. Tenacious D. Yeah, but it's all right. Sloth Life, Thug Life. You already had a rap name. Yeah. Sloth Life has a couple variants that would have worked. Does it have to be a gangster name because they really want to go with Salt and Pepper or Queen Latifah? Do it. Just know that I have a terrible memory, and I have to try to remember who everyone's old name was and their new name, and you'll have to remind me over and over. Let's do you can change it twice in 14 days. Sweet. This trial will last over 14 days. I'm good. I like my name as it is. Northwest is in the tree hugging gang. I love it. Meanie Banana, you got unsubscribed over the week? Oh, man. The weekend? YouTube doing YouTubey things. All right. I can't wait. I don't know. I think we need to count some sort of gang reference in this trial. Whether it's West Side, South Side, just any, if they're talking about, their cliques or their homies or cuz or any of these affiliate gang affiliated words, which means we might need to come up with a list of words. And I'm not talking about naughty words, okay? Because we know those exist as well. Hang on, something's going on with Judge Dad. Let's see what's happening here.
Zakari, Mr. Is Jasmine Zakari out there, or is she in here?
She is not on Zoom, Judge.
Let me back up
Did
just a
you
little
find
bit.
out from Lieutenant Toller if she was here?
It seems like he was like staring at the screen quite intently. Let's see what just happened.
That cashier under the hall to your right. Thank you. Kathleen Mackins, 216-649-038. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name?
Kathleen Mackins.
All right, so you're going to plead impeding flight, right?
Yes.
All right, responsible or not responsible? Okay, 160 is your total. Cashier under the hall to your right. Have a good day. Thank you. Ahmed
Money in the
Al-Batawi.
bank.
Ahmed Al-Batawi, 26W843-961. I believe he's on now. Mr. Al-Batawi, you have to start your name.
Start your camera.
Mr. Al-Batawi, you have to state your name, unmute. Start your video and state your name, please.
We're going to need your guys' help when it comes to gang words.
Ahmad Al-Batawi.
You have to start your video, though, sir.
I don't know what to do. Hold on. It was everything.
All right, hang on. You're going to plead the commercial vehicle impeding traffic. They're going to dismiss the prohibited route, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
that
sir.
charge of impeding traffic, responsible or commercial vehicle impeding
we got babies in
traffic,
court.
responsible or not
We
responsible?
got kids in court.
Responsible, Your Honor.
Accept the plea, 225. The prohibited truck route is dismissed, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You can
Thank
go
you.
right online, 33court.com with your case number and make your payment. Good luck.
I will. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
He's in his
Who's
truck right
McKenna
now.
Watson?
Not Mark.
Mr. Watson, is your daughter with you? Is it your daughter?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. People against McKenna Watson, 26W843-882. Okay, young lady, your name?
McKenna Watson.
Dad showed up for court. What happened?
All right, you got to be careful, okay?
Okay.
That's all you get?
All right, you got it?
Yes, sir.
I mean, you're only what? How old are you? 19? 18?
Yeah, I'm 18.
All right, to the charge impeding traffic, do you plead responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Okay, I'm going to accept your plea. 195 is your total. You can go to the make your payment on 33court.com, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Watson, is this your daughter?
Yes, it is, sir. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. You just wanted to come in and make sure everything went okay, right?
You got it, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
Have a good day. Good luck.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Zakari,
Just making sure the daughter shows up for court.
Zakari, Mr. Is Jasmine Zakari out there, or is she in here?
She is not on Zoom, Judge.
Did we find out from Lieutenant Toller if she was here and present? Jasmine Zakari. He was with Woodhaven. He wrote it up. Is her pleading. Christina Marie Harris, 26W843-845. Harris, come on up here, ma'am. All right, your name?
Christine.
You're going to plead to no
Does she
proof
work at
shown,
Best Buy?
right? No proof of insurance?
Yes,
Did you have it?
I thought that I had it.
Did you have valid insurance then?
At that point in time, no. And I didn't know because my boy's dad was supposed to have me on insurance. And it was my fault for not checking this, but I
She said the right thing.
didn't know. But I do have it now in my name. And
So you got it since then?
yes, that as soon as I got paid.
Well, it's still got to have to be a plea to no proof of insurance, and I'll reduce the fines, okay?
Okay.
What's wrong? There's no reason to get upset about this.
Okay.
I'm going to cut the fines down for you, okay? Did the charge no proof of insurance responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Okay, you put in, you've shown us that you turned, the officer wrote that you turned in a copy of your insurance over to the court. $85 will be your total, okay?
I thought you said 35.
They shouldn't be saying those kinds of things back there. They shouldn't be saying, I can't do better than that. Lieutenant, you didn't tell her that, did you? You did tell her that.
I have a little long story that I could tell you.
Your name?
Lieutenant Nathan Toller, I said if you had the no proof shown, I know it would be different. I thought it to be 35, but it was up to the judge, so that was a guess on my part. But I did say it was up to you to assess the fine.
35.
I already had my lung collapse and I was in the hospital for 3.5 months, which is the reason I was on my kid's dad's insurance. And then I was healing and I went back to work.
We'll make it 35.
I appreciate you.
Don't tell anybody.
I will not. I swear.
Don't tell anybody.
$35.
We
Go
won't.
down the hall and take care
We
of it.
won't.
That's all right. Michelle Miller, 262-649-058. Do I have Jasmine Zakari in here? You'll be next if you come up to the table. Michelle Miller, 262-649-058. Ms. Zakari, have a seat right at that table there. Your name, ma'am?
Michelle Miller.
You're going to be responsible to impeding traffic, correct? Responsible or not responsible to that? Okay, 160 is your total. Cash your end of the hall to your right, okay? Good luck. Jasmine Zakari, 26W-843-640. Come on up here. You're going to plead to impeding traffic, right? Your name?
He's flying
To
through
that
his
charge,
docket.
responsible or not responsible? Plea is accepted, 150, you're all set.
We do have a baby in
Okay.
court.
Good luck. Is Stephen Beach here?
Yes.
26T649047, and could I have Mason Vale seated at the table? Mr. Beach, come on up to the podium and tell me your name if you would.
Stephen Beach.
All right, you're going to plead to impeding, right? Responsible or not responsible? Please accepted, 160, you're all set.
Thanks, sir.
Yes, you're in it all, you're right. Mason Vale, 26W-843-726.
This lowered the plea to impeding is a
is
lesser
Mr.
offense
Vail here?
points wise, but costs more on the fine.
Who's
So
Mason
the
Vale?
court makes more money.
He is not on Zoom, Judge.
Bench warrant.
Yeah, I don't know why they're.
What's going on?
Marianne Curio Banks, 26-257-727-0703.
You brought the sympathy, baby.
242-000B.
Good morning, Judge.
24F-242-000A.
Judge Staff, John Gotzi, they bring me happy Marion Bex.
Your name's?
Marion Bex.
All right, just give me 1 second here.
Got the sympathy child.
Judge, have Miss Vale or Mr. Vale or whatever.
Thank you.
There it is.
All right,
Justice for
we're going to have to
Tupac
call in Jessica.
The baby was
I
driving.
took his plea on July 29th at 26, it appears. And I set a sentencing date for today. That's on 25B-727-703, and the charges were failure to pay fines and costs as ordered, failure to submit the weekly testing on February 23, failure to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs testing positive for marijuana.
That's a lot of failures.
On January 19, January 26, February 2, and February 20. And then on the other charge, 24F-242000B, he pled guilty to failure to pay $300 and pled guilty to failing to provide proof
Wow, he might be
of
roped
community
here.
service by January 13. He's not on probation on that case. And then on 24F-242000A, he pled guilty to failure to pay $425. I set the date for sentencing today. Mr. O'Donnell, your name? All right.
John Gotzi on behalf of Milford Banks. Judge, he guilty of not paying. He has $50 he paid today and $100 as of Friday. Other than that, there's nothing else to state, Judge. He basically homeless. He's flopping from couch to couch and.
He's a fisherman.
What's that, Judge?
He fishes all the time, right? We talked about his fishing, right?
Yes, sir.
That's why you don't have any money, because you're fishing, right?
Yes, sir.
I don't think recently he's been fishing, Judge.
What has he done to get a job is what I,
The last hearing, he stated they could have his community service done and a job. I told him that this was a great opportunity for him to get this and not have to go to jail at his last hearing, and I have proof of neither.
I have
Where's the job at, sir?
on Jones.
how many hours you working? Let me see.
Show it to the judge.
He's still.
I hope it's on letterhead. Did you do your community service?
Let me present this then.
Why not?
Someone's not going to be fishing for a while.
Just working,
How many hours you working?
between 6 and 7.
A day?
Yes, sir.
How many days?
5. And the other 2 I have my daughter on.
Where's your daughter?
Right there.
Who's that?
That's my foster mother. Well, my sister's foster mother.
That's what?
My sister's foster mother.
I was able to just look at it. It does look like he does have a pay stub. He has been working. It looks like he at least started August 3rd. It looks like based in that pay range. But it looks like he just started. I mean, he only got paid about $56 for that pay frame.
How many days have you worked at Jimmy John's?
Since 7. And I don't have Monday and Tuesday off.
You all right?
Yes, sir.
I told you, this kid seems like he's somebody we can save, but he's got to work. He's very respectful, nice kid, but you gotta get out of the car and stop fishing.
Yes, sir.
I mean, we don't like to fish or golf or whatever. You got to get to work. Remind me, how old are you again?
No more fishing.
But you were the one whose parents weren't in your life, right?
Yes, sir.
You're going to be a better parent to your kids than your parents were to you, right?
What's that?
Judge, I'm sorry to interrupt, but Mr. Banks had a warrant for failing to pay a DNR ticket, which Kim just brought in.
Oh, no.
Killing me. You know that?
Killing me, Smalls.
Amy,
Judge, I wasn't aware of that.
Amy, I'm going to send that back down. We're going to cancel that warrant. We're going to give him a month to pay. On these cases, I'm adjourning all of them again. You got to get going. I mean, I get the fact for you, you're doing well because you're working 6 or 7 hours a day, but that's only 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 7 is 35. That's not enough.
Yes, sir.
You got to get another job. You got to figure this out.
Judge, if I may, can he pay the $50 today and not $200?
Do whatever he wants. Lisa, Amy, give me a date when Mr. Graziani's here.
Do you want 2 weeks, 4 weeks?
3 weeks or 4 is whatever. Give me 4.
Judge, I'm going to be out of town, I believe, at that.
November, the second week of September?
That's correct.
Well, that's okay. Are you here the first? Is he here like September 7th or not? Or
Judge, I'm scheduled, however, I'm going to have to get that. It's not going to be something. I'm actually going to be out of the country.
Good for you.
Where are you going?
Well, how about the 21st? You going to be here the 21st or not?
Of this month?
No, August.
Yes, I
September.
shall be, Judge.
Let's give me a date when Mr. Graziani's here in the 3rd week of September. You're going to do all your community service.
Yeah.
You're going to come here with some
if you
money.
don't have a job. Get that service hours
understand me?
knocked out.
Yes, sir.
Give them some ideas where to do this. Where'd you sleep last night?
At Brian's.
Judge, it's a constant flopping situation.
Your kid's a good, respectful kid.
Just very briefly, Judge, his only stability, quite frankly, is through his foster mom, although he's not in a position to stay there. He has an aunt in Detroit, but other than that, it's a couch flopping situation.
Give me a time on September 21 if you have one for me, Amy.
I've always heard of couch surfing.
Is Mr. Graziani here?
Did you hear that thing?
Judge,
He's here the 24th with
That's fine.
With Judge
Thank you so much.
Heston. It would be with Judge Heston. I don't know if you want to do about
Go
8.
ahead and cross, that's no problem.
Let's do it September 24th at 8:30. Okay? Community service to be done. You got it?
Yes, sir.
How many hours does he need again?
8 hours.
8 hours. That's nothing. You can do that in your sleep. We're adjourning all these to September the 24th at 8:30. Now listen to me. I could be understanding, but you got to get going.
Judge, very briefly, there's another matter I wanted to mention. It appears that there's a court order that says that he cannot have contact with the mom of his child. It appears that there's no longer an issue. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Can you Ms. O'Donnell lift that order?
Well, wait a second.
There's an order issued by this court.
Well, how can I do that?
Judge, I do have an order that we are not to have contact with Daniel, Colleen, Jenna, Lillian, of last name Bojinov. I mean, I can't lift any kind of orders unless they themselves are okay with that as well.
Why don't you set them for hearing on that date of September 24th?
I'll send them a notice.
Judge, I wasn't aware of all those persons. I was simply aware of them all. Jeez.
It's all right. We're going to set it for, you notify the victims.
Do you want me to notify everyone or just his baby's mother?
Were the other two children?
The other were her parents, I believe, correct?
Oh, yeah, I want all of them notified.
Everyone, okay.
Set sentencing for September 24th, and you're going to remind me, and that's going to be at 8:30, and you're going to remind me to notify them about whether or not we should lift the no contact. You can call them, tell them I'd like them to be here. Either way. They can appear by Zoom. Okay?
Thank you,
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck. Get going.
Good luck. Get it
Mason
together.
Vale.
Get it together, Judge says. All right, let's see if we can roll this one. There's a little hearing going on that Josh found for us that we're going to take a look at.
Or people who are trying to mask their IP address location. Anyone with one of those has to also complete an accelerated check. So there are two things that are worth knowing about APIs, and then I'll pause. First is people trading through APIs are doing it through physical servers. It's a box somewhere that's not moving.
This is a techie case.
But by forcing the app check-in, we're making sure that the user controlling it isn't located in Michigan. So that's sort of the unique way in which this solution came to be tracking API users. The second, and I want to emphasize this, very few of Kalshi's millions of users access the platform through an API. In the past week, there were 79 users in total, again, out of millions across Kalshi's platform that made a trade through an API from a Michigan IP address. So it's a vanishingly small percentage. None of those trades involve sports because that has been blocked. But I just, in terms of sort of
it's a futures
the
betting
risks associated with the overall system that we've worked with GeoComply to put in place, API is a very small part of the overall activity. So with that, Your Honor, thank you. That's all I have by way of an update, but I'm happy to answer any questions.
On behalf of the people, do you have any?
Quite a few.
We have some questions.
So, you guys, the app update was only forced to people who are on your IP address list.
The app update, as far as I understand it, was first rolled out. The break feature, update as much as a break of the trading, was rolled out list of IP addresses that GeoComply asked us for the information they believed they needed to force the break with respect to folks located in Michigan, but it wasn't. Very quickly, the day after we did that within Michigan, we did it within surrounding states, and then the next day did it across all 50 states.
So what days were those?
My understanding is it was August 11th that we broke the app in Michigan, August 12th that we did it in surrounding states, and were able to complete that across all 50 states on the 13th. That's my best understanding. I will correct that if I have that wrong, but.
Okay. So currently we have a situation, Your Honor, where, we're getting reporting. We know that, Nevada's filed a motion against Call Sheet because they were able to place trades with the same blocking software that solution. Call Sheet was supposed to be implementing the same solution for Nevada that they did for Michigan.
She's breaking. Just a minute, you're breaking up. Can you just stay closer to your mic and where would you like her to pick up?
Yes. So we know.
Just a minute. Where would you like her to pick up?
Start over.
They were able to place trades.
Using the same software that they were supposed to be using for Michigan. And we also just received a report today that on, it looks like August 14th in Cass County, a reporter from InGame was also able to place bets on sporting events from Michigan using an account registered to an Indiana address. And so we're continuing to get these reports, and it seems at this point that Call Sheet waited until the 11th hour to submit its app update for approval, knowing that it takes time for the update to become available. Call Sheet never informed us that they would need more time to comply or attempted to justify a need for additional time to comply. Instead, it allowed that compliance date to pass, claimed that it was in full compliance, and then only admitted the facts showing that it is not in full compliance once confronted with evidence to the contrary. And at this point, they say that the app is updated. I'm not sure whether it actually is, whether the force update has gone out. Well, I hope to find more information.
What version is it? I'll check it on my phone
this week, but as of the 12th, it certainly was not. And that's by Call Sheet's own admission that they were not requiring any IP addresses that weren't on the list to update before placing sports bets. And this suffers from the same issue that we identified in the evidentiary hearing. So ultimately it's your decision on whether to assess fines, Judge, but we do not believe that this is what compliance in good faith looks like.
Your Honor, may I respond?
Response, yes.
I just think it's totally untrue that we hadn't rolled out the app update by the 12th. I think I just indicated that following GeoComply's guidance, because Apple cannot force the update across the country, we broke the app, and we did it using GeoComply's guidance as to how to locate persons who needed their app updated, and then we did it in all surrounding areas. The situation in Nevada is a situation where there were investigators who we believe had locations that were in other states according to their KYC information, and that is the reason they were able to place trades. But we have broken that as well. But we had, with respect to Michigan, we had done all of this as of the 12th. And just on the point of, I just want to address, because the suggestion that we slow roll this or somehow engage in bad faith, that this isn't good faith compliance. I mean, I really have to take exception to that. We have worked with Michigan's selected licensed location service provider, GeoComply, around the clock since the court's order went into effect. We have been working all hours, both our engineers and their engineers, and I can attest to this because I've been on many calls that have been well into the night, getting us into this position. And and I firmly believe that a GeoComply representative would testify that the rollout that we were able to do with respect to issuing the updated app to both Apple and Android was done at the earliest possible time that we were able to accomplish it, consistent with the technology.
This is a huge case. It has to do with online sports betting and prediction markets.
So we know that, at least for this article, Kalshi was contacted and told that reporters were placing bets from within Michigan because the app update was optional. And they've known that they were able to break, whatever you want to call it, force the update before you get to trade. Any apps work like that you have to update the app in order to use it. And they chose not to do it. It's as simple as that.
There was no choice not to do it. If anything, the choice here was to create a solution to break the app in a scenario where the update wasn't something that could be forced on users. That's just a technological restriction that we have to act within. And
and he's frozen. There's a technological restriction for you, sir.
In order to be blocked.
Just a minute, sir. You froze, sir. You froze for a minute. Court reporter will tell you where to.
You're still frozen, sir.
Arrangement can put in.
And he's
Mr.
gone.
Mainland, you're breaking up.
Should I back up?
Maybe you should stop downloading the app in the background.
You're breaking up. Can we go? It's like you're frozen. Can you go off and sign out again if you can hear me?
He's gone.
Kennedy?
We're just a few minutes away from jumping over to Las Vegas for the Keefe D Dwayne Davis trial. We're going to portal over there. The portal's already built. The live stream's already, we built it last week, so we'll be over there in just a bit. This is a huge case because Kalishi, it's a predictions market that lets you bet on everything. You can bet on whether it's going to rain in Philadelphia or Washington, D.C. right now.
I apologize.
You can bet on how many forest fires are going to be in a state during a given week.
Can the court reporter tell you? The court reporter can tell you where to start.
The technological restriction was as far as we got. I like the zoom, auto zoom on the.
There was no choice not to do it. If anything, the choice here was to create a solution to break the app in the scenario where the update wasn't something that could be forced on users. That's just a technological restriction that we had. And the
Okay, so I will take it from there.
Take it from the beginning, pretty much. You just froze. We couldn't understand.
Sure. With respect to this article, all the article confirms is that you do indeed need to update the app in order to be blocked. And when we were getting near the August 12th deadline, when with the potential that the app would not be fully updated, then or with the technological restrictions on ability to force an update, we broke the app using GeoComply's list and GeoComply's guidance. On some level, at the end of the day, the GeoComply service is the expert that we're relying on here, and there's zero effort, and I really take exception to the implication that we're somehow slow rolling this or trying to drag this out so that there could be some one additional day of trading or something like that. There's zero evidence of that. And I also the article that they reference, I have no idea what the timing was when this reporter suggests he was able to place a trade. But given the date of the article, it seems very plausible that was on August 12th. And so by the end of that day, we believe we had rolled out the break to all persons located in Michigan. And we haven't received evidence from the state or from anyone else saying an actual trade was placed. We don't have investigators who are claiming to have placed trades. And then the final thing, Your Honor, is just we have been giving the state weekly updates in a great amount of detail, explaining to them what our process has been, the various components of it, the work we're doing with GeoComply. They were completely in a position to ask us any questions they had about that process, to join any conversations they wanted to with GeoComply, to air any concerns they had with respect to timing or any aspect of the rollout, and did not engage with us in that way at all. So now to be saying we've heard of a trade through an ingame.com article after the fact, I just don't think is a fair approach to this whole process. We've been working in utmost good faith.
So you have one person that's reported this or what? I mean, ultimately I'm not going to deal with, he said, she said, we can have an evidentiary hearing on all this. And occasionally there probably will be somebody who falls through the cracks. We just hope there's not many and that those are then refunded in accordance with previous orders. What would you like me to know, ma'am?
Yeah, so wanted to clarify because there seems to be some playing the blame game going on here. So we start with it's GeoComply's fault, it's GeoComply's list. He also started his with stating that they provided the list to GeoComply. So that doesn't really make sense. GeoComply, the industry standard, is that in order to place bets, you have to have update that allows for geolocation and location services before placing a bet. And this isn't a new concept. This is something that has existed in apps for a long time. So the idea that that's just something brand new that they had to come up with doesn't add up.
Might have been brand new
in
to
terms
their app,
of
though.
the report that we have. Basically, the way that this is working is that sounds like Kalshi is restricting based on residency, which
based on what?
We already established an evidentiary hearing that residency and simple IP addresses is not sufficient to identify where someone is located. And that the laws of the state of Michigan apply to anyone present in the state of Michigan, not just residents. So in terms of the article that Kalshi was contacted about and didn't tell us about, include screenshots that have the trade date as August 13th, 2026 at 4:19 p.m. So that's what we know about that. We just found out about this because Kalshi didn't share that information with us, even though a Kalshi spokesperson was contacted.
Your Honor, I don't want to impose on you a ton of back and forth here. I will say it's just not true that we're geofencing on the basis of residency. As I've said, the entire country is now experiencing a break unless they update the app, and the GeoComply software is within the app. So that's just, I can't, it's very hard for me to speak to this one trade that's referenced in one article. But I would suggest, Your Honor, if that's all that is giving rise to, by way of evidence to the state's concerns, that is not significant evidence. I do want to correct one thing I said with respect to whose list it was with respect to targeting Michigan in particular when we were prioritizing breaking the app. And I believe I may have misspoke on that, but with respect to how that list was compiled, we did, and we're not blaming anyone. We have been working with GeoComply, who's an expert who the state demanded we work with. But we did ask them what they needed with respect to trying to come up with a solution that would really prioritize Michigan in those early days. And we gave them a list of all IP addresses that had accessed Kalshi in the past several months. That was 7 million in total. And so the list of 367,420 addresses that GeoComply recommends we use to break the app, that is what came from GeoComply. They culled the 7 million to 367,000 approximately, so that we could prioritize breaking the app with respect to persons located in, then move out in concentric circles to get surrounding states and then the country more broadly. This is all a creative way of dealing with the fact that you just can't force Apple to force others to have their app pop up on their screen and force them to update it. So that is the process we engage.
So you are able to monitor both residency and presence. So someone from Indiana comes here, they are blocked?
Correct. And in fact, in the same article that they're referring to, the trader who, once the app had been updated, went back to Indiana, they were able to trade and were blocked even when they were near the state line or on the state line when they were within Michigan. So we have every confidence that it is currently working, and we believe it was working as of August 12th.
There are workarounds.
Okay. Well, to impose any costs, fines, whatever, it does seem that they've done their due diligence. I know you have concerns, so it will take an evidentiary hearing. You certainly can, everybody can come to my courtroom and we can have an evidentiary hearing. Is that what you're requesting, counsel?
I don't know that we need to have an evidentiary hearing at this time, but we're definitely still have a lot of concerns on whether it's actually implemented.
Well, we can keep having these hearings and you all can keep gathering information, going back and forth, and then if it comes to the point over the next few weeks that it's not working and they haven't responded, then we can have an evidentiary hearing. With all the work that they've done and the technology, and there's no evidence, it's what you all believe or read or were told or your understanding, I cannot impose a fine based on that. If you are asking for a fine, I need the evidence from both sides, the experts here, and then I will make a ruling based on evidence, not the beliefs of all of you. So this is new. It looks like they have significantly, if not 100% compliance, right up there. And technology, like this morning I struggled getting into my kids' school program, and they've been going to the same school for decades now. And so, you know,
probably
for some
should
reason,
graduate
it's
soon.
not working. It's working on my son's app. It's not working on mine. It's not working on my daughter's app. It's the same program. So there are glitches. I had to call the school. It's crazy. Okay, so I say that because we've all run into those problems. So with this massive implementation, if there's going to be a bug here and there, and what we're looking for is compliance, and it looks like they've significantly complied. We need 100% compliance with our law, but I don't have any evidence that there's been a consistent breakdown. And it looks like they're monitoring and then sealing up whatever falls through the gap. So why don't we continue meeting for a few more weeks? You continue to see what gaps there are, and then if there's no compliance, we will have that long evidentiary hearing with experts, evidence, documents, all the things that you lawyers know how to present to the court.
May I ask one thing, Connor?
I'm sorry?
May I ask one thing separately?
Yes.
Will you be addressing the PI most today?
The PI?
The API motion?
The API?
The preliminary injunction?
Oh.
No, I'm not adjusting it. There's no request to do, I mean, why do I need to adjust it?
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Why do you want to adjust it, Lauren?
We had a similar question, which was that I think Your Honor had indicated at the time the TRO was entered that eventually a formal preliminary injunction order would be issued once the geofence was implemented. And with that, you know, we, at least on the Kalshi side of things, were wondering whether it was still the court's intention to issue sort of a final PI order, so to speak, which could have appellate implications for us. So
Right, so, I mean, we can do a permanent one, I didn't know if you wanted to, with these allegations of breakthrough, if we want to keep it open a little while just to see what's going on. Otherwise, I can turn it into a permanent injunction. On behalf of the people, what are you asking specifically?
The people would request the injunction be entered.
Be what?
That the injunction be entered.
So it's a permanent injunction.
I guess my only question on permanent is, typically, at least where I'm from by way of practice, like there's a preliminary injunction and then after a trial on the merits, a permanent injunction may be issued. I understood that.
It's happening again, Mr. Mainland.
It was seek a temporary injunction.
So you're breaking up again.
The issue right now is just no. Can you hear?
Sir, you're a big firm lawyer, big corporate lawyer. You need better internet.
I will hang up and then dial back in.
But now it's working fine.
Okay.
Maybe he's not actually on the mainland. He could be on the cruise ship near Sicily. I'm not sure why he would be in Sicily, but maybe because gambling's legal there.
Can anyone hear me now?
Yes, so, well, what, I'm looking at the orders right now, what, can you two agree on an order and present it to the court?
No.
Sure, we'll meet, confer on that.
Great, why don't we do that, and then, do you want to continue meeting as I've suggested, or call it good and you can go to the appellate court?
We are happy to take the court's guidance on whatever will be helpful. We believe we're in compliance and believe that we're in a good spot. And yes, we do intend to go to the appellate court.
Yes, we are going to.
No, I take no offense. It's I wish them good luck. We've had all sorts of states watching this, but the state has the power, so that's how I operated under. So. On behalf of the Attorney General, you can work with them on that, and would you like to continue monitoring this? I know you have some concerns.
Yeah, I think it would be helpful to continue monitoring.
All right.
That we don't know at this point.
All right, so we'll meet next Monday at 10. But before then, the two of you will meet and give me whatever order you can agree on. If you can, then each of you will present your proposed orders, and then I will come up with what I think is reasonable. Is that acceptable?
Yes,
yes,
sir.
Your Honor.
Thank you.
Great, thank you. We'll see you next Monday at 10. It's all for the record.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is next Monday is not a holiday. I think it's the Monday after that. Okay. We're good, right?
We have one,
we
is there one
good.
on here? We need her appearance. Is she on this one, Valenti?
Oh, Ms. Valenti is my colleague from the Milbank firm, who I believe has entered an appearance, but if not, we can take care of that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will see you all the, 24th, right?
Thank you very much, Your Honor. That's right.
Thank you. I'll look forward to that order.
Thank
It's all
you.
for the record. Okay, next.
That's interesting. That Kalishi is, a lot of states are fighting this same battle, and they're saying we don't want this type of betting in our state. In California, for instance, they were upset because people were betting on how many forest fires there were going to be. And if you bet, say for instance, you say, I think there are going to be 20, and you bet a significant amount of money that there are 20 forest fires, well, that might be seen as incentive to make sure that happens. You shouldn't be able to bet on something that you can control the outcome of, right? If you bet on forest fires, people can set them. Yeah, so this, I'm not a big fan of gambling. I think that, I think it hurts more people than it helps. Let's put it that way. But at the same time, I'm not going to, jump on the bandwagon to ban it in every state. But if the state says they want to do it, yay. Just know, I think that there should be good, clear laws that explain to those who are participating in the gambling what the actual odds are, what the how it works, what the fees, what the payouts are, so they can make educated choices, and then if they choose to make poor decisions, it's up to them. Yeah, that's about it. All right, we are getting so close to the KVD trial. We anticipate. Let me just see what the. Let's see, it's in Las Vegas, so it's on Pacific time. Let's see. All right, it's supposed to start at noon Eastern, so that means we've got 45 minutes. It's still early, yeah. So we're gonna be working late. I apologize, and for those of you in Europe and that half of the world, Australia and everything, I'm sorry. This one's gonna suck a little bit on your time schedule, but it starts here. Clear laws, are there such a thing? I think there could be. There have been people admitting they manipulated these bets. Yes. For completely banning this form of gambling because of the high potential for cheating. Yeah, casinos like the card games and everything, and roulette and blackjack and poker. Well, poker not so much because that's player against player, but because they can predict the odds. They know exactly what the odds are, and if you play enough, then those odds hold true. And the casino plays a lot with a lot of different people, and they know that they're going to win over time, and as long as they control to make sure that there aren't massive bets that they lose on, they're good, and that's why they do it. As a matter of fact, if you win too much, casinos kick you out. You're not allowed to gamble anymore. They just they walk you out and say thank you. You've been I forget what the term is, but you've been invited not to ever gamble here again in this lifetime. Free to be, happy 40 shorty, 40 months. Free to be, congratulations, you are an OG. It's really no different than the casinos. If they weren't making more money than their customers, they wouldn't be open. Yeah, and some people might argue and say, okay, how is this different than the stock market, right? You're buying stock, hoping it goes up and then selling, and especially if you wrap in the futures market and you're buying options and, calls and shorts and yeah, puts and shorts, puts and calls. Sorry, we'll get the options terminology correct. Stock market is gambling, but we look at the stock market and we're like, no, I'm investing, right? I'm investing in the future. But it's very similar. Lisa Fulton, welcome. Good to have you here. We're about to wrap things up here on this morning little feed and jump over to our KVD coverage, which is going to be coming out of Las Vegas in about 45 minutes. The KVD trial kicks off this morning with opening statements. KVD, or Dwayne Davis, as he's legally known by, is charged with first-degree murder. And this charge is related to the shooting death of Tupac Shakur, who was shot and killed in his car outside the Mike Tyson fight in Las Vegas 30 years ago. And KVD wrote a book, or a book was written with Keefe-D's name on it. He says it was a ghostwriter that embellished facts to sell the book. Those creative liberties that the editors get to take, the writers get to take. And he says that was all from them. I never did that. So there's a bunch of stuff in there I never said. I didn't know anything about Frank Sinatra and Winston Churchill and all this other stuff. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes down. It's going to be a fun trial to watch. I have no clue about gambling. It's better that way. It's better that way. Let's see. Thank you for not calling him Tupac. Tupac. He's actually named after an Aztec king, I think it was. Busy, the gamer mom asked for a shout out for 7-year-old Elijah. Elijah, how are you doing? Who has finally decided he'll take medicine for the first time ever. Elijah. There's actually a movie about this. It says just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Sometimes medicine tastes bad, but nowadays they made medicine taste good, sometimes too good. Only take what your mom tells you to, but drink it all, and then she'll let you have ice cream. Maybe? No? Elijah, how you doing? Good morning to you. Happy Monday. Hope you have some ice cream. They're busy. Sorry. Woot, Elijah. That's awesome. Incriminating embellishments are really annoying. Yes, especially when they include facts that would only be known to someone who was actually present. That's when it gets bad. That's when it gets really bad. All right, I'm keeping an eye on all our feeds to see as soon as we have a feed, we'll bring it to you, and we'll jump over to the trial. Opening statements today, so we'll get some jury instructions as well this morning, and then opening statements. I'm placing my money on the idea that the prosecutor is going to open up their opening. The first words out of the prosecutor's mouth in front of the jury, to the jury, will be a quote from Keefe D. An incriminating quote from Keefe D. From his book, most likely. Possibly, depending on how the rules go, possibly from his discussion with the police that was under a deal, which him publishing may have broken the deal or released the police from their gag order. We'll see what happens. You should bet on that on let's see. Let me do a quick check. I do have the app. I don't even know how to place a bet, but I've got Kalishi here. Let's see. Search for. Let's see. Does it even have trials on here? I don't see anything there. It's probably something you can do, but I just don't know how to do it. No, I wouldn't do it either way, but it would be curious to see if somebody has. Oh, let's see. Sports, politics, elections, crypto, culture, mentions, economics, commodities, finance, climate, tech, and science. Those are the categories that they take bets in. That's a lot. All right. I like a cherry tussin. Back in the day. Do you guys remember? I'm old enough that I remember that it was a spoonful of medicine. I don't think my kids have ever had medicine out of a spoon. And you know, whose spoon was the right size? Is that a tablespoon, a teaspoon? Whose spoon was the right size? You just used a spoon and poured it and gobbled it up. Nowadays, every bottle comes with a little cap with little measurements on it. You can pour out, 10 mils, 15 mils, whatever it is. And I can say before my time using the spoon, it was just a quick swig. So, oh man, good times. Any spoon will do. I remember taking it out of the spoon, not those little cups. We always had meds out of a spoon. It's typically 15 to 20 mil, which is still about a teaspoon. Daddy Bear's spoon was just the right size. Oh, man. It always poured. It always spilled. Trying to balance an overflowing teaspoonful of Robitussin. All right. Let's see. We're at 11:20. We can watch. We can watch a little bit more of some of our favorite courts, if you'd like, while we wait for a trial to begin. But we are going to portal over to it once it starts, so we'll take you right there to Duane Davis as soon as we have a feed out of Las Vegas. What is this new trial? It's a murder trial. Duane Davis in Las Vegas, charged with being the shot caller, not the guy who pulled the trigger, but the shot caller, saying, "Hey, there's your target. Here's the gun. Shoot." For the killing of Tupac Shakur, the rapper, 30 years ago. And they're going to use his own words against him. I'm watching what 50 Cent has to say about this trial. I think we need to work in phrases, appropriate phrases from various rap songs, as well as song titles, in all our comments as much as we possibly can. And some of us are going to miss all the references, but I think that would be I don't know, maybe if somebody does it the best, I'll take him to the candy shop. No, just kidding. We can't do that. But that was probably the worst reference I could possibly come up with. You said 50 Cent, so that was terrible. I regret my actions immediately.
Scratch all that. Oh, that was terrible. I apologize.
All right. What are your thoughts on the case coming up? Don't know enough. I do know 90s lingo. We need to have rap words. This was it. I was in the middle of this when we jumped to the other court. For our counter, we're going to count gang words, rap words, things that are specific to that. So if they mention a gang, if they mention a Bloods or the Crips or the South Side or West Side or the Cliques or Homies or G's or Cuz, all these terminology and more if you can think of them. All I need you to do is, if you hear one, I need you to say in chat what the counter number should be, and then the word that makes it be that. So if you hear them say Crip, or TCG for the Tongan Crip gang, which is one we mentioned the other day, then you'd say that's going to be 46 TCG, like that. Does that make sense? That way, it won't be just my responsibility to catch every rap word that comes out during the trial. Yeah, I made it awkward real quick. I was wanting to do Busy the Rapper, but I'm on for another channel, and they might not like it. Yeah, you got to sort of think of your other people as well. What would they think? What would the neighbors think? A couple of you are changing your names already for trial. Looks great. West Side. Yeah, the West Side was this signal. That was the WS sort of West Side. Sweet, my suggestion is the counter thing. Call it the word up. Word count. It's going to be the word count. Let me get that ready right now. We're going to reset the counter. We had a sled counter. We don't need that anymore. Reset counter to 0. Set counter to 0. Okay. Let's see if we have any other courts we can take a quick gander at. Judge Stevens is up. Judge Goggins, Genesee County. Let's take a quick peek over there.
All right,
I'm here.
Okay,
I'm
Miss-
here.
All right, Miss King. Nathaniel Teal Purge.
I'm here.
Okay, Mr. Purge, stay there.
It's
How
just
about
doing a roll
Lacey
call.
Huff? Lacey Huff?
I'm there.
We're up in
All
Michigan
right,
again.
Miss Huff, you just stay right there for me as well.
Okay.
Everybody, listen carefully. I'm going to go right down the line like I did last set. Each one of you have the right to have a trial in your matter. If you decide to plead guilty today, you won't have a trial of any kind. You'll give up all the rights that you would have a trial, and you could be faced with the penalties that we'll go through with on each one of your matters. I went through an advice of rights as well with each one of you. I'm going to ask you as well if you understood and heard and understood those rights as well, okay? Miss Lacey Huff?
Yes.
Is it yes? Okay, how
Why
about
are we shining a light right at
Nathaniel
the phone?
Teal Purge?
Yes.
Okay. Tashara King? Tashara
Yes.
King? Okay. How
Oh,
about
ear
Jeffrey
exam.
Roberts?
Bingo.
Yes.
Okay, Shonda Todd?
Here. Yes. I'm here.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
With the baby.
All right, I'm sorry. It looks like it's Charday, I guess. It's an R, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Saturday.
Okay. How about Michael Steffen?
Yes.
Okay. Jalen Randall?
I've had 2 babies in court so far.
Matthew Shelton?
MK2, thank you very much.
Matthew Shelton?
Yeah.
Okay. Ricky Rowland?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. And Tatiana Scott?
Yes.
Okay. And we'll go backwards again. Let's see, Miss Scott, looks like you are being offered a,
God. What about Jasmine Edmond? I have to go.
ma'am, well, you're stuck in court right now. Gotta stay right there for me.
You might want to mute
Miss
as
Scott,
well.
you're being offered an amended charge to allowing an unlicensed person to operate a motor vehicle.
No.
It carries a penalty of up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500, but does not carry licensing sanctions.
I can't hear you because I can't.
There's a baby.
Okay. Whoever else got their mic on, man with a child there, you gotta keep quiet for me, okay? Or mute for a moment. Okay. Ms. Scott, allowing an unlicensed person to operate a motor vehicle carries a penalty of up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500, but does not carry licensing sanctions. Do you understand that charge?
Yes.
Okay. How do you wish to plead?
Guilty.
That true that on this said date, time and location on May 22nd, 2026, Flint Township, you're guilty of allowing an unlicensed person to operate a motor vehicle by actually driving with no driver's license. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Has anybody made any threats or promises to cause you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
No. Accept guilty plea to allowing an unlicensed person to operate. I've dismissed the receiving and concealing stolen property charge.
What?
Yeah, well, I didn't get that. What was stolen? I don't know nothing about that.
You know what? If you want me to look at it, I will.
I mean, if it's dismissed, don't worry about it.
Don't look, don't look,
Okay,
don't look.
all right, we'll just leave it alone. Whatever it is, it's being dismissed. So,
Oh, man.
but I'm more than happy to look at it if you want me to.
No, it's okay. If it's dismissed, it's okay.
Okay, all right.
Sorry.
Did you get your driver's license back yet?
I'm working on it now. I got an appointment Thursday.
Thursday? Okay. So we'll order $125 fine and cost or 12 days jail. Set show cause hearing date for October 26th at 8:30. That'll give you time to get that paid for me, okay?
Okay.
And this will allow you to go get your license. So keep up with that appointment, all right?
Okay, thank you. October 26th.
Yes, yep, and we'll send a notice. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. Ricky Rowland,
Yes, sir.
you're also being offered an amended charge to allowing an unlicensed person to operate a vehicle. It carries that same penalty of up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500, but does not carry licensing sanctions. So alleged to have occurred Vienna Township, May 17th, 2026. Do you understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
How do you wish to plead?
Guilty, sir.
Is it true that on this said date, time, and location, you're guilty of allowing an unlicensed person to operate a vehicle by actually driving with a suspended license? Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody made any threats or promises to cause you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
No. I accept guilty plea to allowing an unlicensed person to operate vehicle. Did you get your license back yet, or is it being held?
No, here's the thing behind that. I have gotten a hold of. I got paperwork from the Secretary of State. Now, when they did away with the driver's responsibility fees, I thought I was all good when I went there to get my driver's license back, which was back a few years ago.
Yeah.
Well, then they told me I needed to get a hold of Secretary of State to have a hearing. Well, I have that hearing finally, but here's the catch on that, Your Honor. I have to hire a lawyer too.
Yeah, was your license suspended because of a drinking and driving offense of some sort? Or something like that?
I ain't had nothing like that in like almost 15 years.
No, I understand, but is that what's causing the suspension?
Oh, I think it was tickets not being paid.
Okay.
And so once I said they did away with the driver's responsibility fees, I thought I was good to go, just pay whatever tickets I had and get my driver's license back. Well, that wasn't the case.
Okay.
So I have an appointment with a lawyer, but I'm going to keep the appointment with the hearing through Secretary of State, but I'm on disability.
Okay.
So my daughter's on disability. I raise a 10-year-old daughter.
Okay.
So whatever you can do for me to proceed with this to finally get my driver's license back, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Well, let me just ask you this. You spend any time in jail over this at all?
No, sir.
Shoot. Okay. All right. So what I can do, I'll just do the fees that I can't waive, the $125 for 12 days. And what this does, though, it doesn't cause you to not get your license. It doesn't have any licensing sanctions. So that helps you to that point. So, yeah.
All right. We're
that'll
getting
help
a feed from Las Vegas.
So what's the
We're
fine?
gonna jump.
125.
Okay, I can swing that.
Okay, and we'll set it for October 26th.
All right.
Now, where would I make this payment? Down at the McCree building?
Yep, you can make it there, or you can do it online.
All right, we're gonna jump. Sorry, we gotta go. All right, we're gonna portal right now to our coverage of the KVD trial. Justice for Tupac Shakur, Vegas, here we come, baby. Remember, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So here we go. Thanks for the likes this morning. We're gonna begin portaling. So move to portal position, grab the hand of a neighbor. We're going to jump there, and together it'll take about 2 minutes of the feed being down before it's back up again to make just a couple quick changes on my end, and we'll be back with our feed from court, which is going to look a lot like this. So we'll see you guys in just a little bit. All right, tonight when you go home, please hug the people you love, smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better, and please stay safe till we go live again. We'll be live in just a moment with opening statements in the Dwayne Davis trial, Justice for Tupac Shakur. We'll see you guys in a little bit.